According to psychology, if a woman is cheating around and sleeping with other men or starts having an affair with other men, then you probably see these signs. So guys, pay attention to these signs. Another way is a significant and sudden change in daily routines or habits without a clear reason might be cause for concern. This could include things like changing their passwords on their devices when they previously shared them, or suddenly insisting on more privacy. One psychology fact shows that a woman who has just had sex with another man would likely have this different smile on her face, perhaps because she wants to cover up her guilt. 2. She does not pick up the phone when you call her. 3. Not only is she spending much more time attached to her phone, she's also not comfortable with leaving it. Around 4, she suddenly dresses well, particularly when she goes out, and her dressing style lately will be such that any man who sees her in these dresses would lust after her. 5. Pay attention to her face when you two are not in direct conversation, as she tries to avoid eye contact with you. 6. She may have her makeup all smudged all over. This is a likely indication that someone had been there ahead of you. 7. She shrinks away your advances. When a woman who has just had sex with someone, she's likely to rebuff your sexual advances. If you approach her for sex. 8. She will keep her phone messages and emails clean and delete all conversation all the time. 9. There are some changes, like she suddenly has a great interest in a certain kind of music, genre, or a certain kind of food or a certain kind of culture. If your partner seems emotionally distant and less interested in sharing thoughts, feelings, or daily experiences with you, it could be a sign of emotional withdrawal, which sometimes accompanies cheating. This might manifest as being very protective of their phone or computer, deleting messages, taking calls in private, or being vague about their whereabouts. Discovering receipts for gifts you did not receive, or unexplained charges on bank statements can sometimes indicate a partner is spending money on someone else. Change in appearance. A sudden and marked effort to dress better or change physical appearance could be motivated by the desire to impress someone new. If your partner becomes reluctant to make long-term plans, it might indicate uncertainty about the future of the relationship. Lover. She knows and talks about certain mysterious and surprising details, male-related stuff like men's hair styling, how men can develop their body structure, how men should maintain their stomach. It can be anything male-related. She is suddenly keen on knowing where you are spending your every waking moment, just so as to avoid being caught. She will start having sudden anger issues and outbursts, especially if you ask where she has been. She may accuse you of stalking her or that you don't trust her while having sex with you. She brings in some new and unknown poses or sex positions, and the old poses and positions that you used to have become slightly modified and sometimes altogether different. She is missing and untraceable all day, and returns very late on a consistent basis, blaming it on work, even during weekends and holidays. She may laugh to herself or try to act like she forgot something you asked her. Frequent unexplained absences. More time spent away from home or unaccounted periods of time can sometimes be a red flag. Change in communication patterns. This could be less communication in general, abrupt changes in the tone or style of communication, or an unusual increase in criticism or nitpicking. Defensiveness or projection. Reacting defensively to simple questions or accusing you of cheating with little to no basis could be a sign of their own guilt. Intuition. Sometimes it's just a feeling that something is off, which can be the most powerful sign. Trusting your gut and seeking a candid conversation based on mutual respect and honesty is important. Sometimes become absent-minded even when you are around her, and these characteristics are newly seen. She doesn't call you for several days when you are away from her on a business trip or on some other work. She will rarely initiate to hug you, kiss you, and will never initiate sex. Everything drastically comes down and at some point stops completely. She usually doesn't bother to shave the hair in her vagina, her legs or armpits, or rarely shaves them when too much hair has grown, but suddenly you find she shaves regularly and develops a habit to keep them very clean, neat, and perfect. She goes out more often with girls at night outings or girl trips for multiple days and never includes you in her weekend schedules. She basically slows down the involvement with your family as she is getting ready to lift off and move away from you, and she does not want more people into this issue. Fresh makeup and fresh perfume after a day job might be an indication that she has taken time to freshen up after a sex session with the other person. If she is getting more and more unfocused during your conversation, it means that her mind is wandering off to somewhere or someone else. She smells more awkward or differently. If she rushed out of the place where she had the extra sex without taking a shower, you may likely smell the ejaculate or the other guy's cologne on her. Decreased intimacy. There is a noticeable decrease in emotional and physical intimacy between you without explanation. Sudden change in habits. A significant and sudden change in daily routines or habits without a clear reason might be cause for concern. This could include things like changing their passwords on their devices when they previously shared them, or suddenly insisting on more privacy. Communicates less frequently. Seems less interested in conversing, or the tone of communication changes. Increased criticism. May start pointing out your flaws more often or compare you to others in a negative light. Caught, she will start having sudden anger issues and outbursts, especially if you ask where she has been. She may accuse you of stalking her or that you don't trust her while having sex with you. She brings in some new and unknown poses or sex positions, and the old poses and positions that you used to have become slightly modified. Defensiveness or projection. Reacting defensively to simple questions or accusing you of cheating with little to no basis could be a sign of their own guilt. Intuition. Sometimes it's just a feeling that something is off, which can be the most powerful sign. Trusting your gut and seeking a candid conversation based on mutual respect and honesty is important. If you experience any of the talked about signs, then your woman or your partner is cheating on you. Just remember again, if she shaves her vagina or armpit, it means she wanted to cover up the dirty deed or affair she had, and it also shows she's not feeling you. Like, comment, and subscribe for more from the wisdom of psychology.